What's up, mechanics? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Tool Tuesday here at the Vim Tools headquarters. Hope everyone had a nice Memorial Day weekend. We spent it on the boat, which is why we got some color. You get burnt at all?
I got pretty burnt. But I'm naturally a red one. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm naturally this tan of pink hue.
I didn't get burnt. I'm surprised. I usually don't put a lot of sunscreen on. I feel like because I'm tan.
I'm terrified.
I feel like because I'm like more tan, I can handle it. That the sun gets me every time. It humbles me.
You are severely overconfident.
I know. Well, honestly, like when I thought that would have been a rant.
Okay.
That would have been a rant. Actually, you know what? Like when you're younger and you spend all your time outside, I feel like your skin gets used to it.
I also didn't care to get burnt. I got burnt. I didn't care. Now I get burnt. I'm like, I don't want.
Well, like when we were playing football and you were outside all day, you know, it's like your skin gets used to it, so you don't get burnt as easily. I don't know if that's a thing. Could be a thing.
It's probably not good for you, tell you that much. Because the amount of sun that I got this weekend, not good for me. I played golf 3 times and went on a boat.
Yeah.
I got a lot of sun. That's why I'm so red. But, hey, we'll deal with that later, yeah?
Well, we hope that you all had a nice Memorial Day weekend and everyone stayed safe.
Yes, sir. And thank you to all who have served, because that is really what it is about.
Yes.
So we do appreciate all the sacrifice that you've made in order for us to be able to do things like this.
And in celebration of that, we have some USA-made stuff on the table today.
That was coincidence. I didn't even think to connect those.
We're going to be doing a 3-part pliers day because we have a lot of pliers. We've kind of separated it into some categories. Today is going to be oil filters / auto adjusting. And then tomorrow is going to be what?
Not tomorrow, but next week
we
will do what is some other specialty plier, snap ring, standard electrical pliers, and then the week after we will do push pins and electrical disconnects.
Yep.
So we have a few weeks here worth of pliers. I did not realize we had this many pliers. I guess I knew all of them. I just didn't really list them ever. But we got a ton of pliers, so we're going to talk about a few for the next 3 weeks because it was too long to put into one video.
Yeah. So first, I want to talk about one that we've shown a few times. It's not here yet, but we do have an update on it, and it is finalized, and it's on its way here right now.
Yes.
So we should have the inventory next month.
We've sold about
in June.
We've sold about 450 of them already. I see us selling a lot more, especially when they're in front of people, because it is something that really you don't find out there. The auto-adjusting, spring-loaded oil filter plier for this heavy-duty of an application.
Well, for heavy-duty techs, there's nothing like this at all.
Well, it's a plier that big. It's just not auto-adjusting.
Dude, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what this is. An auto-adjusting oil filter plier for 4 to 7 inch oil filters. Massive.
I think it's huge.
And it's very thick and heavy. It's a really durable design. It's got 4, here you can see here, it's got 4 rows of carbon steel blades, and it's like an anti-slip
And those teeth
feeling. It's not going to slip on the oil filter, and it's also not going to damage it as easily as some of these other ones might. And it's just a one-handed operation. It also locks closed.
Also, yeah, for storage, because that'll take up a lot of space. But people don't realize, or no, I guess they do, but a lot of companies don't make specialty tools for the heavy-duty market because obviously the volume alone in heavy-duty is less than that of the regular automotive, and even less so when it's specialty heavy-duty. So this is one of our, you know, how about this? It's our intro to the specialty heavy-duty market. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you guys like it. The reason we know that they work is because this little guy, the V2400G, is already been a product of ours, for 3 years. It's done very well. People like it.
Longer than that.
What?
Longer than that.
No way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Since like 2019.
We didn't own the company in 2019.
But that product was out? Yes, it was.
Nope.
2020?
A max of 4 years, and that's if it was right what we did. But this is a relatively, not new anymore, I guess. But this guy has done pretty well for us.
It has a track record, so we understand.
Yeah, we saw a lot
it
of
works.
the V2400G. People do like the auto-adjusting design. They compare it to the RoboGrip. Obviously, that is something that is known. They lock just the same for storage, take up less space, and then we made the big version because that is what was requested, and I suppose that is what was needed in the heavy-duty market, which is why we did it.
Yeah.
V2400G, V2400XLG. That XL will be here in probably the next 2 weeks.
Yep. So like you said with RoboGrip, this is that same mechanism that people know from those old pliers, but just on an oil filter plier. Small, big. Big, small.
That's our little superstar team of oil filter pliers. Now we also have some older oil filter pliers that we don't talk about a lot. They are USA made, and they still work. They're just not as techy.
Not as pretty.
Yeah, but that's what some of you are into. So we have two sets here, or two pliers here. So you have the V241 and then the larger V240. So the V240, the larger set, ranges from 3 inches to 4.5 inches, or 76 millimeters to 117 millimeters, for those who want to be specific. And then you have the V241, which is that smaller set that ranges from 2 3/4 of an inch to just under 3 1/4, or 69 millimeters to 80 millimeters. We have both of those. They are American made. They have the red dipped handle, and they're not something that we're making anymore currently. We just have a lot of that inventory still, and it'll be something that we're transitioning out of for this specific design. So we will be closing them out on our website. You will see them for $10.
Bam.
$10. I think they were normally like $30.
That's fair.
$10. We're getting rid of them. They're American made. Why not? $10.
Yeah, I like the handle on this one. It's like an orange
It's
sparkle.
like metallic-y.
Yeah, I like it a lot actually.
Well, there you have it, folks. You want a piece of Vim history on our website for $10? Now you have it.
Yep.
V240.
These were made in California.
They were at DMCO, baby.
Yeah.
V240, V241. Now you got it. That is our oil filter line. So and we have more in bulk. Just we're deciding what to do with them, but those are the finished part numbers that we have.
Yes.
4 of them: V240, V241, V2400G, V2400XLG.
Yeah. And the newest version, or newest edition, is the OGP 100. These are our Orca grip pliers. It's the same auto-adjusting mechanism, just on a regular style plier in 3 different sizes. You have a 5, 7, 10. Comes in this nice little pouch. Something that's great about these is that they bite flat. Because of that auto-adjusting design, once the bottom jaw pushes into that
Whatever it's biting.
groove, it kind of lowers and evens out the jaw a little. So when you're biting on something, it bites flat. It doesn't scissor. It's less likely to damage whatever you're trying to grip with it. And they hold up. They hold very well. I mean, I wish I had something that I could. I'll just do it here. Because a lot of people will be nervous about the mechanism there holding up under pressure. So I'll just do a little. Not that shows anything.
Was that your knuckle cracking? I heard a pop.
Knuckle crack.
I heard a pop.
I think it was my knuckle.
Oh boy.
But they're pretty strong. A lot of people that are nervous about that and have seen other auto-adjusting mechanisms that are weak, it's because these notches aren't cut deeply enough. We saw that when we were making these out of our prototypes, and we corrected that issue, so we know that they hold up pretty well.
We also made them out of 4 plates as opposed to 2, which is what was originally planned, but the 2 plate design was a little bit too flimsy for our liking, so we went with 4 and doubled it.
Also, come on. This thing is sick.
Daily carry.
This thing is absolutely sick. Yeah, this is 100% daily carry worthy. So that's the OGP 100. These are all available in singles as well on our website. Or ask your dealer. He might take a piece
They
out.
come in 5, 7, and 10 inches as described on that pouch. Individuals will come in a poly bag, but you order the set and it comes in this nice little pouch here.
Yep. Lifetime warranty, as with everything else on this table. And that's all for Pliers Day for part 1.
100%.
That's crazy.
So, on the last episode of The Break Room, I think we broke, the HBR 12, no, we broke the HBR 8, both the 5/16 and the 1/4 inch side, and the HBR 1046, right? Mm-hmm. And just so we're all aware, I know it was iterated in the video, but there were some comments I want to address on that. The HBR 8 is a 5/16 by 1/4 inch side, and it has a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch, meaning 1/4 inch bit by 1/4 inch square drive. The HBR 1046 has a 10 millimeter by 3/8, which is a lot thicker, and a 1/4 inch by 1/4, which is the same mechanism as the HBR 8. Which someone commented, well, what about this specific ratchet, the HBR 12. It's not how he said it, but essentially he said, "What about that one? Are we just forgetting that one or what?" The mechanisms in the head are similar. So the only difference in the ratchet length in the actual tool is the length of the ratchet. So it really makes no difference whether you break one or the other because the head kit still holds up to the same torque. So I want to address that is the reason we didn't have to test them all because they all share the same head kits. It's just the length of the ratchet. And now the HBR 3, 4, 5, 8, 12. Those are all tight access tools. They are meant to be in really small areas, and that's why they're lower on the torque end. They're meant for tight access. They're not meant to break things loose. If you're using that in open space to break them loose, that's just on you.
Yeah, they're meant for low torque applications.
Whereas the 1046, also somewhat tight access, but that 3/8 head, if you look at it, it's a thick boy. That 3/8 head is meant to handle a little bit more torque and still...
Thick for a bit ratchet.
Oh yeah, I'm saying for a bit ratchet in comparison to the other ones that we have, it's still used in a tighter access spot, but you can put a little bit more torque on it because, as you saw in the video, it holds up. That's A. And something else I wanted to address is that for those of you who want a smaller version of that because you want an even tighter access, a tool coming soon is the HBR 810, which is that 10 millimeter by 3/8 style head on the length and style body of a HBR 8 ratchet. Now, that seems like a lot of numbers and letters I just threw at you, but for those who understand, it's pretty cool.
Yep, and you'll see it soon. We'll have it here on the table pretty soon. Also, we're going to address all the comments in that video on the Q&A episode. So if you click on the link in the description, you'll be able to watch that.
Bam.
Guys, we are rocking and rolling over here. We got a lot of projects going all at the same time. We've got some shows coming up, a little bit of travel. But right now, we're really just, trying to push through everything that we have to do.
Before the summer season starts. We have a couple shows coming up, too. What we're going to do, because we do know what we're doing, it's going to be the Pliers 3-part series. We're going to record the next 2 episodes within the next week or so, so the question answering part might be a little lacking, and that's because we recorded them preemptively. Now, we're doing that because we have so much coming up the next 3 weeks, and I don't want to, again, it's Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So, we just happen to not be able to get on track with this unless we do it ahead of time. So we're going to plan the next 3 weeks out and have those videos available. So question-wise, still ask your questions and know that we'll have a long Q&A in a couple weeks.
Yep. Also, next week is my birthday.
Nobody cares.
So, no, I'm not going to be here, though, so we got to record everything leading up to that.
Where are you going for your birthday?
Going to the beach. Key Largo.
Key Largo?
Yeah.
You going back down there?
Wait, no, not Key Largo. Longboat Key. Sorry.
I was like, you're going back down to the Keys?
No, sorry.
Longboat Key's fire.
Yeah, there's a hotel out there that we went to once, and it was really nice, and she wants to go back.
Longboat Key is cool. Fun fact, Michael and his wife shared the same birthday. A year apart, but the same birthday. That's fire. And kind of a curse, but it's a blessing and a curse.
Fire, and it's not.
So you could, he could go get a free steak somewhere, and they both get free dinners, but I could see the disadvantage. Actually, no.
Where gives you a free steak?
I know like 10 places, not personally, but I've been told that you get a free steak for your birthday. I actually know that because someone I know who was an undercover law enforcement agent had to get like go to the DMV, get his actual license and everything to be undercover. Like it's official. Like you go to the DMV as if you're a pedestrian and get an ID taken out with a fake birth certificate. It's crazy. But he made his birth certificate the same day as his wife's so that he could get this free steak at this place on their birthday.
Really?
So her birthday dinner was always free. I was like, you know what? Baller move. That's some outside of the box thinking. But I don't know how my wife would take that.
Well,
be like, this is where we're going, and this is where we're going every year for your birthday.
What's the restaurant?
Oh, off the top of my head, I don't know. I'd have to ask.
Okay, we're going to need to find that out.
Anyways, that is all we have for episode 1, or series 1 of Plier Day. There'll be 2 more. We have more pliers to come. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you have a good week.
All right, guys. Peace out.